I'm just so proud. You couldn't, you'd been embarrassed to ask before the game to have Houston Bay sack quarterback 5 times. You would have felt like it would have even struck by lightning just to say it. And to see the way that he played, you could hear he's a very humble individual, but this game we knew meant a lot to him, and he means a lot to our defense. And I thought our kids rallied behind him, and you always want to see as a coach, you always want to see your seniors play their best ball, and certainly in their last game, and that was really great to see.
Okay, any questions? Right here.
Earlier in the week, Coach Holtz talked about the passing attack from Illinois. What was the toughest adjustment that you made in preparation for the game?
Well, I'll tell you, the passing attack, O'Toole was phenomenal today. His ability to buy time, we were hitting him repeatedly, but he could extend the play. He was scrambling to run, scrambling to throw, and then guys that we had in coverage were coming uncovered at the time. So he played, in my mind, probably his best game of the season. I think he deserves a lot of credit. I told him after the game I thought he was a warrior today because, same, just like Houston, for being a senior, that's a game he should remember for a long time with fondness. So it was a great challenge for us in the passing game because he really made it hard on us to stay in coverage for an extra couple counts because of his mobility.
Question?
Coach, was there any extra juice coming into this game considering your background and your history in the state?
I don't know that that's would necessarily be the case. I think as a coach, you're just, it's like being a parent. You're so tied into your players and those guys, and even beyond Houston. I have to mention Mitch Villamez as a senior. Mitch can't even tackle during the week in practice. I can't even tell you what body part hurts him the most because it'd be quite a list. And the toughness that he displays is phenomenal. As a coach, you used to mention it. You always want your team to be defined by their toughness, and that is the unselfishness, but the toughness of our guys at all levels, our secondary, our linebackers, and our front. That's what makes the defense tick. There's no scheme, there's no call, there's no anything that can overcome a lack of toughness. So the players we have and the way that they play is fun for me to watch.
Coach, Illinois came out with a lot of east-west action. Saw with the reverse and then a lot of swing passes, sweeps, etc. Were you expecting that? And what was the difference in the second half? You think both went 150 yards?
Well, I think we knew that they'd get reverse. We knew they had every. They're very diverse. They have every trick in the book. They caught us on the reverse. A lot of the swing passes you saw, they were throwing slants, which is similar to what Marshall had done. We were running to some zones, so the back is a swing, so he just takes it out to the back. We were denying the slants in the inside part of the field. But to me, the big thing is always the number one thing to play good defense. You can't allow big plays. Another, the reverse, I don't think they had a run for more than 17, and the longest pass being 25 yards, which was a touchdown. So, again, we didn't do everything right. We really didn't. At halftime, we didn't think we were playing very well on defense. We were pretty disappointed in our first half display. But we kept the ball in front of us, and again, the opportunity for Houston and the guys on our front to continue to make negative plays. I think third down was a huge factor in the game. 3 of 15 on third down, so we kept getting off the field. Those to me were the massive elements, and then obviously scoring on defense. And X, a great job. Obviously, if you throw it anywhere near him, he's going to catch it. And then his ability to turn defense into offense, and he'd be the first to tell you the effort and strain of all the people around him. To block, because we have the mentality when we get the football, we're trying to score, and so he's been phenomenal all year at that. But the other 10 guys turning into offensive players in a hurry was phenomenal. Probably the 2 biggest plays of the game was an offensive player like KD playing defense, and then our guys on defense turning into offensive players. Though that probably, without those 2 plays, it'd be hard to imagine we would have won the football game.
One last question. Any other questions? If not, we'll just break down one-on-one.
Thank you all.